Well, hey everyone, happy Thursday and the last official Thursday of the year. We made it. Really pleased with your work on Tuesday. Y'all did a great job multiplying fractions times whole numbers. We're going to wrap that standard up today. I'm not for sure why my date looks like that. That's odd. It looked normal on my other screen, but it's May 21st. And today we're going to be doing Watching the Screencastify that I'm making right now. You're going to complete your Google form. You're going to play Prodigy, complete quizzes on review of multiplying fractions and whole numbers, and Dreambox for 20 minutes. I wanted to say really quickly on the Google form, there's a couple of them that I simplified the fraction, and I gave both the standard fraction and the reduced fraction as answer choices. So there could be up to two possible answer choices on a couple of the questions. So if you see them and go, well, both of those could be right, then you're welcome to select one or the other, or you're welcome to select both. So don't stress about it. I know some of you are ready for reducing fractions. Some of you are still kind of thinking about it. So it's there if you want it. Again, this is my Bitmoji classroom. So got the math vocab up here, Prodigy, Legends of Learning, Splash Learn. All of these have skills that we're currently covering with multiplying fractions and whole numbers. Prodigy, I've actually set an assignment today for you guys specific to multiplying fractions and whole numbers. So if you'll go check that out today. And that is part of your assignment. So if you get a chance to do that, please. And thank you for those who've been sending me some memes. There have been some really cute, funny ones. The meme generator is right here underneath the polar bear. So go check that out. So let's get into today's problem. If I can click it correctly. Oh, also, I made a YouTube channel. And if you want to check out any and all videos that I've done through all of our online learning, just click on me and that will take you to my YouTube channel. So today's question, I don't know where I can really move me, get me out of the way, but here we go. Ken drinks 3/7 of a carton of milk each day. How much milk does he drink in 3 days? So 3/7 of a carton of milk. How much milk can he drink in 3 days? So let's try to figure that out. So let's go over to our ladybug. So 3/7 over 3 days. So 3 times 3/7. Okay, so again, whole numbers are also can be seen as fractions. So remember, just putting over 1, that's right, multiplying through. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 1 times 7 is 7. So we have 9/7. Now we know when the numerator is larger than the denominator, that is an improper fraction, and that there is a whole hiding in there. Because remember, we're dealing with sevenths as our unit fraction, and that means 7/7 makes a whole. And I know I have more than that. So let's figure that out. So 7 will go into 9 one time, and that leaves us 2 remaining. Will 7 go into 2? No, it will not. So 1 and 2/7. So our improper fraction, if we want to simplify that or convert it to a mixed fraction, is he will drink 1 whole carton and 2/7 of another carton over that 3-day period. Okay, very good. So let's look at our next one. Okay, it looks kind of long, but it's not too bad, I promise. If each dozen cookies needs 3/4 of a bag of flour to make, how many bags of flour does Grandma needs to buy if she is making 10 dozen cookies? Okay, so Grandma's making a dozen cookies. Well, we know a dozen, that's 12 cookies, okay? And she uses 3/4 of a bag of flour. That's a lot of flour. Maybe they're small bags. So she wants to make 10 dozen cookies. Maybe she's having a bake sale. Maybe she's having a get together. Maybe she's having a picnic. Who knows? But she's making 10 dozen cookies. That's a lot of cookies. Because 10 dozen, that's 120 cookies. Holy cow, lots of cookies. So we've got 10 times 3/4 of a bag. 10 times 3/4 of a bag. So let's go back over to our ladybug. So 10 times 3/4 of a bag. So again, whole number is a fraction. Multiplying through, 10 times 3 is 30. 1 times 4 is 4. Awesome. Again, an improper fraction. And we know that our unit fraction is fourths, and 4/4 make a whole. So we need to pull those 4/4 out of there. So for those of you who are struggling to understand what I mean, by 4/4, so I've got 30/4. Okay, we could do this. We could drag this out. So, okay, so fourths. There's fourths. There's fourths. Okay, so we have 30 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them gone. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 of our 30 are down here now. Well, we got to keep going. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So there's all of our fourths right there. Okay, all 30 of them. Didn't quite fill up that last one, so we got to think, how many wholes do we have? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 wholes. Oh, and there's 2 out of 4 left. 7 and 2/4. Okay. Oh, and I know some of you are like, well, that's also a half because 2/4 is equal to a half, which you know that. So 7 halves. So if we think back to our question, it was, how much flour does grandma need to buy? So let's go back to our question. Okay, it says right here, how many bags of flour does grandma need to buy? That needs to be need, not need, sorry. If she is making 10 dozen cookies. And as we showed right there, 7.5. She needs about 7.5 bags. So grandma's probably going to buy 8 bags. They don't sell bags and halves of flour especially. So no big deal. And for those of you who know how to work this problem, 30/4. Remember, fractions are nothing but division. 30 divided by 4. So 30 is our dividend and 4 is our divisor. Well, I automatically think about, 7 popped into my head because I think about 7 times 4 is 28. So there's 7. And 28, and 30 minus 28 is 2. And I know 4 won't go into 2, so I have 7 and 2/4, or 7 and 1/2. Now, a minute ago, I told you that I'm going to leave the standard fraction on there, but I've also included the simplified version. So this is what we got as our standard fraction, 7 and 2/4, which that's completely correct. But we also simplified it by reducing it to half, because we know 2, we have to figure out when we simplify, we have to think of a number that will go into both the numerator and the denominator. So we know that 2 will go into 2 and 2 will go into 4. 2 will go into 2 one time and 2 will go into 4 2 times. And that's what I mean by simplify. We talked about that quite a bit before we left, but just for those of you who are kind of on the edge, kind of trying to figure that one out, that's what I was meaning by that. Okay, awesome. So there are problems for today. I hope those little simple problems helped you out. And again, don't forget to go back, watch the Screencastify first. Okay, so watch your Screencastify, then complete your Google form, because those samples I think will help quite a few of you. Then you got your Prodigy and you've got your quizzes in Dreambox for 20 minutes. Also, my 1 o'clock meet today might be a little different because I have to be at school. It's going to be 4th grade supply pickup, and I hope to see you guys there. It's going to be open from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, so stop by at any time to get your supplies, say hi, wave. I'd love to see you guys. I hope y'all have a great rest of the day.